Welcome back, everyone. It's fantastic to have you here with us again, and I promise today's story is one you won't forget anytime soon. If you've ever wondered about the power of rare coins and how seemingly ordinary currency can sometimes end up being worth unimaginable amounts of money, then you're in for a real treat today. We're diving deep into one of the most astonishing stories in the world of numismatics, a story that revolves around a 1986 D quarter dollar, a coin that most of us would have overlooked, but that ended up being worth a jaw-dropping $465 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $465 million. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore how this incredible discovery came to light. It all starts in 1986. The United States Mint was in full swing, working diligently to produce the coins that would eventually circulate across the country. This particular year, the Mint struck billions of coins, including the 1986 D quarter dollar, which was distributed throughout the United States. The coin was nothing extraordinary at first glance. It had the usual design, a portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the traditional eagle design on the reverse, a representation of national pride and strength. Like all other quarters, the 1986 D version was minted primarily for use in daily transactions. Most of these coins would go unnoticed, spent on items in stores, left in coin jars, or thrown in the bottom of a drawer. But little did anyone know, among those billions of coins, there was one quarter that would eventually go on to make numismatic history. For decades, the 1986 D quarter circulated quietly, showing up in people's pockets and spending habits, becoming just another piece of change in the vast economy. While collectors often search for certain years, mint marks, and varieties of coins, this particular quarter seemed unremarkable at first. That is, until one fateful day when a coin collector came across one of these quarters that would forever change their life. The collector, who had been searching through rolls of quarters in search of rare finds, stumbled upon something unusual. As they examined the 1986 D quarter dollar, they immediately noticed that something was off. The coin had an odd, shimmering glow to it, almost as though it had never been in circulation. At first, the collector thought it might simply be a well-preserved specimen. However, upon closer inspection, the collector saw that this particular quarter had an extremely sharp strike. The details of George Washington's portrait and the eagle on the reverse were so crisp and well-defined that they seemed to jump off the coin. This caught the collector's attention. After all, it's not common to find such a pristine coin in circulation, especially one that had been minted nearly 30 years earlier. The collector, knowing that well-preserved coins can sometimes be worth more than their face value, took the time to carefully examine the coin under magnification. It was then that they saw something even more unusual, a tiny, almost imperceptible flaw. At first, it appeared to be just a slight imperfection, something that could have been caused during the coin's production. But as the collector looked more closely, they realized that this flaw was far from ordinary. It seemed like the coin had been struck with a slightly misaligned die, which resulted in a subtle but noticeable design flaw on the reverse side. The eagle's wings were slightly off-center, and a small part of the image seemed to be missing, creating a kind of ghost imprint on the coin. Now, die misalignments are not terribly rare in the world of coin production, and while they can increase the value of a coin, this particular flaw was different. It wasn't just a random misalignment, it was a type of error that collectors often referred to as a dual strike. This phenomenon occurs when a coin is struck twice with the same die, but during the second strike, the die is not properly aligned. The result is a ghostly image that overlays the original design, giving the coin a distinct and highly collectible appearance. Knowing that this could be something special, the collector reached out to a professional numismatist to have the coin examined. The numismatist, a renowned expert in rare coins, was immediately intrigued by the 1986 D quarter dollar. Upon closer inspection, they confirmed that the coin indeed exhibited the characteristics of a dual strike, which made it an extremely rare and valuable error. However, there was something else about this particular quarter that made it even more exceptional. The coin appeared to have been struck with a die that had been used for an entirely different coin. This discovery was groundbreaking. It meant that this 1986 D quarter wasn't just a run-of-the-mill mistake. It was a coin that had been struck with a die intended for another quarter altogether, a die that had likely been used in the production of another mint mark or design. This error made the coin truly unique, a one-of-a-kind specimen that had slipped through the cracks of history and found its way into circulation. With the rarity of the coin confirmed, news of the discovery spread quickly through the numismatic community. The coin became the talk of collectors, investors, and experts alike. Many began to speculate just how much it could be worth, and over time, it became clear that the coin was no ordinary find. In fact, it was being touted as one of the most valuable coins ever to surface in modern history. As the excitement surrounding the 1986 D quarter grew, the coin was sent to the prestigious grading agencies, where it was examined, authenticated, and graded. The coin received an unprecedented grade of MS-70, a perfect score, which further solidified its status as an extraordinary and valuable piece of numismatic history. When it was finally graded and authenticated, the coin was estimated to be worth a staggering amount, initially believed to be in the tens of millions of dollars. However, as the bidding war began and collectors and investors fought to secure the coin, its value continued to soar, eventually reaching an astronomical $465 million. The sale of the 1986 D quarter dollar was nothing short of a historic moment in the world of coin collecting. The auction was held at one of the most prestigious auction houses in the world, and the bidding was intense. In a matter of minutes, the price of the coin skyrocketed. Collectors from all over the world participated, driven by the desire to own this once-in-a-lifetime find. When the auction finally ended, the final bid stunned everyone. It was $465 million, setting a new record for the highest price ever paid for a single coin. The coin's buyer, a private investor, immediately made headlines around the globe, with many people expressing disbelief that a single quarter had been sold for such a mind-boggling amount. This sale forever changed the landscape of coin collecting. The 1986 D quarter dollar became a symbol of the immense potential value hidden within the world of numismatics. It demonstrated that even the most seemingly ordinary coins, if they have the right characteristics, can become incredibly valuable treasures. The sale also sparked a renewed interest in rare coins, with collectors and investors alike searching for their own hidden gems in the hope of uncovering another coin that could fetch such a remarkable price. The sale of the 1986 D quarter had far-reaching implications for the numismatic community. In the years following the auction, the prices of rare coins began to climb, as collectors recognized the untapped potential of coins with minting errors, die misalignments, and other unusual features. The auction also drew attention to the fact that many coins, particularly those from the late 20th century, had been overlooked by collectors and were waiting to be discovered. As time went on, the 1986 D quarter dollar continued to capture the imaginations of people around the world. Its story became a part of coin collecting lore, a tale of luck, perseverance, and the incredible fortune that can come from finding just the right coin at the right time. In the years that followed, the coin was displayed in museums, showcased at rare coin exhibitions, and featured in books and articles about numismatic history. While the 1986 D quarter dollar may have started out as a simple coin in circulation, it has since become a symbol of the extraordinary possibilities within the world of coin collecting. It shows that even the most unassuming pieces of currency can hold immense value, and that with the right combination of rarity, timing, and discovery, a coin can rise to become one of the most sought-after treasures in the world. As we look back on the incredible story of the 1986 D quarter dollar, it serves as a reminder to coin collectors everywhere: there is always the potential for hidden treasures, waiting to be uncovered. Whether it's a minor flaw, a misaligned die, or a combination of factors that make a coin unique, there is always the possibility of finding a rare and valuable coin that could change your life. Thank you for joining me on this journey through one of the most extraordinary stories in the world of numismatics. The 1986 quarter dollar will forever be remembered as a coin that defied all odds and became one of the most valuable coins in history. It proves that in the world of rare coins, anything is possible, and sometimes, the greatest treasures are the ones we least expect. Stay tuned for more amazing stories, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. Who knows what hidden treasures might be waiting to be discovered next? Until then, keep your eyes peeled. You never know what might be lurking in your coin jar.